All right. Hello, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me, and welcome to the first meeting of the Glendale Coin Club that's been on YouTube. If you guys can hear me, hopefully someone can say, I've never tried the StreamYard through my channel, so if you can hear us and you're in the chat, just let me know.
Oh yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Got a bunch of people in chat. I can't really go through and say hello to everybody. I know we're starting a minute or so early just because I'm so impatient. I couldn't wait. I just saw so many people I know in here, but definitely got a bunch of our regular club members in here. I saw Dennis Berry, Jack 5, Greg Burns is here. That's awesome. Brad Ganaka, thanks for coming in. Glad you could make it to our meeting. David Schwager, of course, is in our chat. He's our speaker for the evening. Little Nitrate's here. Cool. Johnny, Mason, NCF. Again, I can't read it. Hey, Ed Quone, good to see you. Another one of our club members. I'm glad some of our regular club members can make this. I mean, I know we missed our March meeting, and I just really didn't want to miss our April meeting as well. And, you know, just the way that things are looking in the world, you might have to do this again in May. So I guess this isn't the ideal situation, and we'd rather be meeting in person, but this is what we got, I think. So Clarence, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. So I guess we'll go ahead and get started. I know it might be a minute or two early, but I don't think anyone will complain too much about that. So again, I just want to welcome you all to the meeting of the Glendale Coin Club. And David says I can watch the chat on my phone. David, I just got 2 windows open. That's pretty cool. Rosie and Jay are here too from Vegas. They're longtime members of our club that recently moved to Las Vegas. So thanks for coming. And feel free to participate in the chat. And absolutely. So generally when we have a coin club meeting, we usually start out the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. And, you know, even though we're here online, I think we should still do that. So I'm going to go ahead and I got a flag here. We'll make our screen full screen here. And I think you at home too, feel free to follow along. We'll go ahead and start with the Pledge of Allegiance. So, all right. I pledge allegiance, to
the flag of the United States of America
and to the
republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Thank you guys for that. All righty. Again, thanks for coming here. Just a little introduction about the Glendale Coin Club. We're Glendale, California. The club's been around since March of 1959. We usually have our meetings on the second Friday of the month at 7 p.m. Pacific time. I know there's people watching from all over. And we meet at a local library. And, you know, of course, given everything, our club's, you know, meetings have been shut down. We're known as the Friendly Coin Club. I don't know who came up with that name. It was around well before I started. I've been the president of the coin club for the last several years, and it looks like I'll probably be the president of the club going forward for several more years, just because nobody else runs against me ever, and they just say, keep doing it, and I'm stuck with it. So that's how that goes. Let me bring Don back here. Don, you can see there, that's SoCal Box Breaks, Don Berry. He's our club secretary. I mean,
hi, everybody.
And have been subscribed to Don for a while. And another thing that Quick just mentioned, I just hope you guys are all having a really nice or a really good Friday, and hope you guys are going to have a decent Easter weekend with all other things considered. And again, I was just to make it clear too. I mean, I know that I make a couple dollars on these YouTube just with the advertisements, stuff like that. Any proceeds I get of this video or any donations that are made during the stream will go right to the Glendale Coin Club. I mean, I'm definitely doing this to support the club. And we will have some giveaways. If you can see here on the screen, we got some of our Coin Club medals here. We have our Coin Club medals done each year by Daniel Carr of the Moonlight Mint. And we're going to be giving some of those away. These 2 here are 2018. There are overstrikes. What we had is I'll just show you real quick. This is the 2018 Barber Zombucks design. The Currency of the Apocalypse, just a really popular copper round. And we had Dan Carr do an overstrike, so it kind of flattened the design on one side, and it has our Coin Club logo on the other. So it's a pretty limited one that we did for that. So we'll be giving away 2 of those. This here's our 2019 Coin Club medal. It has our Glendale Coin Club logo with the bear design from the 1925 California Diamond Jubilee commemorative. And on the other side, it's a redo of the HK12 Pacific Railway medal, which is a really cool piece. It came out in 1869 by the U.S. Mint, and to celebrate the Transcontinental Railroad. And this year or last year, I guess 2019 was the 150th anniversary of that. So that we put that as our design. It's just a real. And Daniel Carr did an excellent job on those. So we'll be giving away 2 of those tonight. And we'll also be giving away one of those 2019s in 1 ounce silver, which is even more limited and really cool. So in order to get into that giveaway tonight, all you got to do is type something in the chat sometime tonight, and that's it. Don Berry of SoCal Box Breaks, you can see him. He's been writing people's names down, putting them on raffle tickets as he sees them. Hopefully you can see your name. If you don't think you're in there for some reason at any time tonight, just tag SoCal Box Breaks or say Don Berry MIN, and he'll put you in the drawing. And if he maybe accidentally puts somebody in there twice, I don't know. We will never know. But at the end of the meeting, he's putting them all in a big squirrel cage. We'll spin that around, pick names, and those are the winners. You won't have to be here at the very end of the meeting to win. So if we pick your name and you're not here, that's fine. You'll just have to claim your prize within the next 7 days. That's all. So, and Don will, keep track of that. And if we have questions on that, you can just tag, SoCal Box Breaks. He's in the chat here. All right. Other announcements. As you guys know, most shows and Coin Club meetings in the state have been canceled through the rest of this month, and many have already been canceled into May. The Agoura Hills Coin Club show, which was scheduled for March 22nd, they tried to reschedule it and have it April 19th. That too is now canceled indefinitely. Because our Glendale Coin Club show, we have that at the same location in Van Nuys. Ours is in October of this year. And because our Coin Club shares so many members, I reached out to the Verdugo Club to see if maybe we can work on something together for the October show. Just might be a good idea to work together on one this year, just so neither club suffers too much and misses out on their show altogether. So we're kind of playing it by ear, and we'll see how that goes. The CSNA's educational symposium scheduled for May 2nd has also been postponed. They're planning a new date that's to be determined. So once we know that, we'll pass along that information. The ANA, American Numismatic Association, their summer seminar has been canceled. So if you were planning on that, you cannot go now. The June 4th through 6th Long Beach Coin Expo is still going forward as of the last I heard, which was earlier this week. But, I probably wouldn't bet the farm on that happening. Just my thoughts on it is, even if the show can go forward and things start opening up, I don't know how many collectors are going to be eager to rush out and attend a big public event really right away. And not only that, how many of the dealers, especially the East Coast dealers that come out, how many are really going to want to jump right on an airplane to travel? I think it'll be a little weird either way. But if it does happen and you do want to go to the show, if it's on, we always have free passes available to the Long Beach show. And as always, you can pre-register for that online. Just let me know if you need help with that. And I can help you out with that. June 28th in Van Nuys is another local coin show. It's a Richard Merchanian show. As far as I know, that's still going on and is planned. Same thing with the August 21st through 23rd Numismatic Association of Southern California's Golden State Coin Show. That's so far still planned on going. We haven't had any reason to cancel that yet. But we may have to cancel the club benefit gold raffle that we usually do. Just without the coin clubs meeting throughout the summer so far, or spring and summer, there's not enough time for them to sell a bunch of tickets and raise that money. So we might have to cancel that. We'll take a look. D&D Beach Bandits, NCF, thanks again for the donations there. Again, I said any donations tonight are going right to the coin club. So I certainly appreciate that. And all the members of the Glendale Coin Club appreciate that. So thank you very much. Let's see a couple other announcements real quick. 2019 Glendale Coin Club medals. These here that people have ordered. If you have not yet received yours, I still do have them. They were all available pre-order only. I still have them. Next time we get together, I'll give them to you. If you do want yours sooner than that, let me know. Send me an email. I'm sure I could get them in the mail, and it's only a couple bucks to mail something. So if you really want to get them in hand and you're not sure when we're going to meet next, then just let me know. But I do have them all, and they're still sitting here ready to go as soon as we're able to meet. We also have right here, we always order a case of these each year. This is the 2021 Red Books. So those have come in. We usually sell these at the club meetings for $10 each. So I have those ready to go. I guess if someone really wanted one right now and didn't want to wait until we actually meet, I could drop these in the mail for a few bucks. I haven't collected any payments or anything yet, so you'd have to get me payment somehow. But we do have those, and I'll have them at the next meeting. Those of you guys that aren't club members or that really need a 2021 Red Book, I'm going to see if this works right now in the chat. I'm going to see if they pop up the information on Amazon. I don't know if that'll pop up. If it does, there you go. I got an Amazon page. If you click on that and there's a list of products in there, 2021 Red Books available from Amazon for like $15, free shipping. If you buy it through that link, I think I'm going to end up getting like 30 cents. It doesn't add it to your cost or anything. It's just like a little kickback they give for doing that. But it'd be cheaper for you to probably buy it on Amazon and get the free shipping if you're a Prime member than for me to sell you one of these for $10 and then have to ship it to you. So. And if I make any money, if I see anybody buying Red Books in the next day or two, I'll make sure those proceeds go right to the club. I'm not trying to make anything off of this. So I just mostly have that list there just to, because people ask me for recommendations of items and all that all the time. So there you go. The Mega Red Books, we always order a couple cases of those. Those are not yet been delivered. I guess there's some delay in either printing or shipping those out. Those, I just talked to the coin supply company today. Those will probably be available sometime by the end of May. So, I mean, assuming we probably can't meet in May, we don't know yet. I think even if they start opening up everything, the library that we meet at in the meeting room probably won't open up right away. So, yeah. So we'll probably be available the next time we meet, which may not be until June. Hopefully we'll be able to meet by June. So another announcement, for those of you guys haven't read in the news, the first two W West Point Mint quarters are out for 2020. They were released April 6th, and they're now out in circulation. I've already seen some going on eBay for crazy money. So if you're out there doing any business out there, check your change. Might have some of those W quarters. There's the 2020 West Point America Samoa, the Bat quarter, and there's the 2020 W Connecticut Weir Farm quarter out there already. We meet in Glendale, California, the Glendale, California Coin Club. I'm trying to look at chat here and everything again, but if you really need to get in touch with me or have any questions, if you try to tag my name or just ask a few times and maybe I'll see it. Hey there, good to see you guys. John Duff, David Hyams, Clarence, a lot of people from the club here. I'm just glad that some of us are able to get together this way. I know this isn't an ideal way for everybody in the club to meet, but at least it's something to keep us busy for an hour or two, I think. So another announcement, I know a lot of you guys are seeing the metals prices. I think gold's up to almost $1,700, silver's around $1,550. I know they went a little bit lower a week or two ago. I know the premiums are just so much higher right now. So if you actually try to buy any of that physical bullion, it's just going to be tough. But seems to be lots of buyers at these spot prices, but very few sellers. So just an interesting market for sure. How far is the drive to Glendale from Southwest Washington? It's a long drive, Coins for Amateurs, no doubt. Just a couple more announcements. I think I always do this at our meetings. I just recommend that all of you guys join the American Numismatic Association, the ANA. Their website's money.org. That is our national coin club. I think all collectors should be supporting that. I know some people have, thoughts of, they don't like this that the ANA does or that, but you know what? It's our national coin club. You don't have to love everything they do, but I think you should support it. Plus, they have a really good magazine that comes out every month, the Numismatist magazine. If anybody in here needs to, thanks, Rosie. I'll show that in a second. Don't worry. Kinda. If anybody needs help joining the ANA, our club can sometimes help out with that. We get some discounts to that. So just send me an email and I'd be happy to help out with that. Rosie Robinson wants me to do a face reveal here. I'll do that real quick here. The next thing I always recommend is for people to join the Numismatic Association of Southern California. They put out this magazine quarterly. Greg Burns is in chat. He's the editor of this. It's an award-winning publication. Excellent. There's tons of great articles in here each time. And if you ever want a subscription to this, let me know. I can definitely hook you up with that. Kevin Wolf and Bradley Height, really appreciate that. That's very generous of you guys to send a few bucks. And the other cool thing about this, you know what? I'll be right back. Don, you talk for a second. I gotta go get UPS's here. I'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. I had it on mute because I'm just sitting here writing everybody's names down. I did not expect for him to actually just throw it to me live because the UPS showed up. Sorry, I've actually not been paying all that much attention to what he's saying either, just so I can get all the names down. So really, really do apologize for that. It's not pizza this time like I did during his nickel.
No, that was not the pizza guy, Don. You did not do that this time. But
no, I didn't do it this time.
No, that was UPS. I get the email in the morning. Of course, they say they'll be here, by the end of the day. And of course, it's 7:15 and they're here. So, but I'm glad I got it because it was something I had to sign for. All right, I was talking about the Numismatic Association of Southern California. I think everybody should join this too. You don't even have to be in California. It's a great quarterly publication. You can get a membership in this for as little as $10 a year, and they'll send this to you by email. If you want the hard copy, which I recommend, normal price is $20. If you want this, send me an email, and I'll get you hooked up, maybe even for a little bit better. Why not? And the cool thing about this is there's a guy here in the front. That's me right there. Michael Kittle, president. So there we go. We got a face reveal there for those of you that were always wanting that. I've never hid myself. It's just I don't have the camera set up to show, but there you go. There's also tons of great articles in here. This magazine's won the top. There's Greg Burns there. I'm going to show him because this is on the internet anyway. He's our editor. He's won top regional publication just about every year for the last decade and a half. Just amazing articles in here. Several articles in here by Coin Club members. There you go, Rosie. You got it. Steve Sussman's a club member. There's another cool one I want to show here. There's an article by John Duff. He's one of our Coin Club members. It talks about an interesting obsolete note of the 1830s. It's this note right here. I know it's not the best way to show it. Actually, I can show it a little bit better here. Make that full screen. And this one here, if you look real closely at the image there, it's just a few people, but here's a close-up. They call this the Elvis note because look at that guy. Look at how he's dressed. And then the quote there, they put in there, hunka, hunka, who's that? Turned up collar, proud burst of hair. Resemblance to the king himself, Elvis. So there you go. Elvis is on a note from the 1830s, the Manual Labor Bank. So John Duff did a really good article on that.
Time travel is real.
Time travel's real, says Don. There's all kinds of great articles in here. Not only that, in the back, it tells you everything that's going on in the local coin clubs around the state. It's got lists to all the coin clubs, tells you all about all the shows and everything. Just, it's worth having. So if you ever want to get a subscription to this and join the NASC, let me know. I'll hook you up with that the best I can. All right, other announcements. Does anybody else in chat have any other announcements? Anybody whether you're in the YouTube chat or Don, do you have any announcements of anything?
No, I'm fine. Just filling out.
And again, I'll put the screen back. Don's there on the side there. What he's doing again is we have giveaway prizes later on tonight. These 5 medals we're going to give out. They're Glendale Coin Club medals. He's just going through, and if you type something in the chat and he hasn't written your name down, he's going ahead and doing that. We're going to put them in a squirrel cage at the end of the show and pick some winners. So Young Coiner didn't expect so many people to be watching. Yeah, me neither. It's definitely the highest attendance we've had at a coin club meeting. Usually we get anywhere from 25 to 40 people at our regular meetings. So very cool. Very cool. I'm glad that there's people all over the place. Richard Murachanian's a club member there. He says the Van Nuys Coin Show is still on June 28th. I thought so. I mentioned that earlier, and hopefully that does happen, Richard. Hopefully Long Beach goes forward, and hopefully that does too. I mean, hopefully we get back into the swing of things. And there's Richard's ticket right there going in the barrel. I can see that there. So if anybody else has any other announcements or anything, let me know. Those of you guys that are wanting to join either the ANA or the NASC, I'm going to put my email in the chat right now. Got a little bot command there for that. Do I know of any coin clubs near Torrance? I know the Long Beach Coin Club, and I'm going to introduce David Schwager in just a second. He might be able to mention something about Long Beach Coin Club to you. Let me go ahead and bring David up here. There's David.
Hey, hello.
David is our guest speaker for tonight. He's part of the Long Beach Coin Club. He's written articles for coin magazines. He's the author of the book on Sample Slabs, and he is doing our presentation tonight. Tristan in chat just asked if there's any coin clubs near Torrance. Do you want to mention anything about Long Beach Coin Club?
Yeah, Long Beach Coin Club is definitely the way to go there. I think we have a few members who are from that city. We meet normally the first Monday of every month at Millikan High School in Long Beach. Easiest way to find us, longbeachcoinclub.com.
Oh, very cool.
Those meetings are obviously suspended for a little while, but I'd still love to hear from you.
Very cool. Richard just put in the chat another $5 donation to the club from Ram Rare Coin. I appreciate that. That's cool. Very good. And so the only thing different about tonight, of course, we're not meeting physically. And so usually at our meetings, in addition to a guest speaker, which we'll have David start in just a minute, and then we'll do show and tell. We usually have a raffle and an auction. It's just we could probably do a raffle somehow, but just collecting payments would be difficult. And then we'd have to mail out prizes. So that's something we can't do. I guess going forward, if we have to do this again next month, instead of raffling off a bunch of prizes from our coin club inventory, it's possible we could just pick 10, 20 items and maybe auction them. And then the club raises money that way. That might be something to consider. But for this meeting tonight, we're just going with a few giveaways, and we'll have to try that out. But yeah, if we can't meet, I think an auction next month with all the proceeds going to the club would be an easy way to do it. But yeah, those of you in chat, Don's going to keep showing those things there for the second ticket. So there you go. I'll do that, Richard. Thank you very much. And I do have your winnings from our February meeting still. So I do have those. All right. Again, I just mentioned that David Schwager is our guest speaker for tonight. The topic of his presentation is 21 things to do when you don't have money to buy coins. I hope I got that right, David.
Perfect.
All right. And so I'm going to quit talking here for a minute, put David full screen, and we'll enjoy this. There will be some time for questions and answers at the end. So there you go. Thanks, David.
Okay, thanks for letting me speak here. So I've been to the Glendale Club before. It's a great club. It's the friendly club. If I didn't live 50 miles away, I'd come every month. If it's online, I probably will come every month. So my home club is Orange County, where I'm the president there. Just the good-looking figurehead, the secretary and treasury to do all the actual work. Also belong to Long Beach and Covina, so I love coin clubs. Looking forward to doing it this way. We have some giveaways for the club. I have another giveaway too. So I'm going to talk about 21 things to do when you don't have money to buy coins. And I bet you can think of 22 and 23. So we have this silver round. Looks like the usual type with the native on the front and the buffalo on the back. But this was supposedly issued by the Sioux Nation of South Dakota. So that's maybe a little better than the average silver round. Goes to whoever comes up with the best idea, based on whatever I think. If you give a comment during the talk, I probably won't see it. So we'll take a look at that later, and I'll give you my email so I can pop that in the mail. As Mike mentioned, I wrote the book on Sample Slabs, so there it is. If you want to get in touch with me, my website is sampleslabbook.com, and I always love to talk to collectors about just about anything. So this talk here is based on a series of articles I did for Fun Topics. Do we have any Florida United Numismatist members in here? It's a great magazine. Not almost as good as the CSNA magazine, but this was done in a series of 3 articles about this topic. So, you know that feeling when you're saving up for a key coin and you have to put off your purchases for a few months, or when life gets in the way of finding money for your hobby? So for whatever reason, let's say I don't have money to buy coins. Do I have to give up on my hobby until I do? Happily, the answer is no. So we'll talk about how we can continue to enjoy numismatics at no cost. First, part A, what you can do without even leaving home, and that's especially relevant today. Number 1, read your books. It's easy to buy a book and never get around to reading it, whether or not that book has anything to do with coins. Take that book on your favorite series, that grading guide, or that work of historical background off the shelf and give the first chapter another try. If you decide not to continue, at least you know that you didn't need the book after all and can give it away. Most coin books are references meant to be consulted when needed and not read cover to cover. Consider reading the whole book anyways, and you might gain a deeper understanding of your chosen subject. The front and back sections of the Red Book, for example, are some of the most skipped and most valuable material in numismatics. The Red Book isn't a great price guide, but it is a valuable reference if you read the entire book. Number 2, make an exit plan. To put it bluntly, what will happen to your coins when you die? Only a few of us can find a way to keep the collection intact with a relative or an institution. While the objects will live on, the collection as a group will be dispersed. If we don't decide what to do with the collection, someone's going to decide for us. Do you want to sell your coins while you're still alive so you can control both the sale and the money they earn? Or would you prefer to keep your collection to the end and have your heirs handle the sale? Taking the second course, a short conversation or brief written instructions in your safe deposit box can make the difference between them realizing the full value of the collection or selling it for a fraction of its worth. Something as simple as a note in your safe deposit box saying, take these coins to dealer X. It costs you nothing now, but it will be valuable in the future. For example, my safe deposit box holds a note saying to take my banknote collection to a particular friend of mine, who will then take them to Heritage so they can be sold for good value. Number 3, start a registry set. Wait, I thought we were talking about free things to do with coins. Aren't registry sets for the richest collectors, people who pay crazy money for Franklins with full bell lines and that kind of thing? It's true that registry sets in which collectors list their NGC and PCGS certified coins online and compete for the most complete and highest graded sets can involve staggeringly expensive coins. Having a registry set on a grading site website, however, is entirely free. Allowing you to upload photos and comments, a registry can be a way to view and enjoy your coins while they're locked away. A PCGS registry set member who starts even one set with one PCGS certified coin, and we all have one, gets the same benefits as the most advanced collectors. These include the PCGS luncheon at each World's Fair Money and Fun show, and more importantly for us here in California, free admission to Long Beach. Set registry members can even go for free on Dealer Day Wednesday, a day before the general public. So taking a few minutes to start a registry set is well worth your time. Number 4, make an inventory. Like flossing, this is one of those things we all know we should do, but usually don't. I know a collector with a detailed inventory of his thousands of coins, which he brings to every show as a printout. Every 2x2 holder has a penciled note with a purchase date, price, and source. Most collectors, however, have nothing in writing and often a vague idea of their substantial holdings. I'm in between. I make an inventory and then I fail to update it as items leave and enter my collection. I just took my own advice and did an inventory a few days ago, 3 years since the last one. You want an inventory because avoid buying duplicates. Good feeling of seeing that grand total on the bottom line. I was a little surprised what it added up to. Helps see if something goes missing. If anything does go missing, helps with police reports and insurance claims. Helps plan the next purchase. Shows where the collection needs focus and could benefit from removing pieces. It helps find possible to finance future purchases. As a last benefit, while making the inventory for the first time, you'll get to fondle and enjoy every piece in your collection once again. A lot of great comments going through. I can only see a fraction of them during the talk, but keep them coming. Number 5, photograph your coins. A spreadsheet or an index card inventory puts you ahead of most collectors, but consider going further with a set of photos. They help you remember what's in your holdings, could help with an insurance claim, and will let you enjoy your coins while they remain secure in your safe or bank vault. Coin photography isn't easy, and you're not going to get the brilliant images you see on auctioneer websites. The basics, however, include getting close enough, keeping the camera still, having enough light, and experimenting with angles to avoid glare. Nearly anyone with a point-and-shoot camera or a smartphone can produce an image crisp enough to identify a coin and get close to the grade. To make matching coins to photos even easier, include the 2x2 notes or the slab label in the photo. Number 6, do research. One of my favorite things about numismatics is the many unanswered questions that a curious and dedicated person can research. Most research in our field isn't done by professionals. It's done by amateurs like us who are working for the love of their specialties. Not all of the world's knowledge is on the web, but the internet means we can do much or all of our inquiry from home. Find out the stories behind signers of national banknotes. Look up the street addresses on Civil War tokens and find out what's there today. It's also possible to assemble information that exists nowhere else. For the last 7 years, for example, I've been typing eBay sample slab sales into a spreadsheet, resulting in the most comprehensive pricing information on this numismatic niche. This was the foundation of the book I wrote on the subject and the side business I now run, dealing in slabs. Number 7, write an article. If you do decide to do research, no matter how narrow, consider sharing it in a brief article. So the article we saw on the Elvis note a minute ago was a great example. This gives you opportunity to share your knowledge with the numismatic community and motivation to complete your work. Finding a publisher is easier than you think. I've been to a few writing clubs and writing seminars, and most of those are fiction writers, for example. They spend a lot of time talking about sales, and it's because it's really hard to get your short stories, your poems, your plays, your novels published. Writing nonfiction, story is completely different. Most coin publications, both print and web, rely on freelancers for all or almost all of their content, and they're happy to receive a well-written article. The California numismatists, like we saw, will take most articles, anything that is reasonably well written, they're happy to have it. Coin Week, I've written for them quite a bit online. They're very open. Used to have a column for Coin Age, plenty of examples. A quick email to the editor of your chosen publication will give you guidelines on what kind of material they need and how to submit it. Someone just said prepare a coin club presentation. Actually, that's a good one. I haven't
David,
that.
real quick, we had a comment in there for me and Don to mute our mics. We do have our mics mute. I don't know if you're rustling some papers near your microphone because we're getting a little bit of noise.
Okay, that's my fault. Yeah.
No problem. I just want to mention it. I'll mute myself.
No problem. So part B, now away from home. So we explored ways to stay active in numismatics at little to no cost without even leaving the house. Now let's get out of the house, but keep expenses to little more than the cost of driving across town. Number 8, improve security. Unfortunately, coins attract thieves, and every collector needs to take steps to guard against this threat. Put briefly, the 3 overlapping strategies are hiding at home, keeping a safe at home, and keeping in a safe deposit box. The first option, which you can handle on your own, involves moving the coins to an obscure place where an untrustworthy guest, an irresponsible family member, or a burglar won't find them. The second strategy, using a safe, will take some outside help. Options range from an inexpensive sheet metal gun cabinet to a vault permanently mounted in a wall or floor. Although it denies you the opportunity to view your coins at a moment's notice, a safe deposit box in a bank vault provides the best security, with climate control as an additional benefit. Start early when you look for a box, as fewer banks now offer this service, and you might have to wait or visit a few branches before a larger box becomes vacant. Now, admittedly, buying a safe isn't free. Some of these steps, however, such as researching options, putting your name on a safe deposit mailing list, waiting list, or putting valuables out of sight, cost you nothing but time. Number 9, visit your safe deposit box. If you already have a safe deposit box, it's easy to think of an excuse to visit. Although an effective and economical way to keep a collection secure, a safe deposit box prevents us from seeing our collection. Take some time to add new acquisitions or visit old friends in the bank vault. Pick a slow time when other customers are unlikely to be waiting, and the bank staff won't mind if you take the time to go through your collection. As you pick up each piece, you'll remember why it appealed to you, and you get part of that same thrill you felt when you first bought that coin. Number 10, visit a museum. It's surprising how many museums include numismatic objects in their collections. In fact, it's my assertion that if you go to any history or art museum, there is something numismatic there. It's your job to find it. So when I went to the St. Louis Art Museum while on a business trip, for example, I asked the staff, "Do you have any coins and medals?" They said, "We don't have any." But looking around the galleries, I found several medals in the decorative art section. They also had a bronze statue by Augustus St. Gaudens, and they had one of the Gilbert Stuart George Washington paintings that is the portrait on the $1 bill. I went to the nearby Missouri History Museum on the same trip, and I found a 1904 Lewis and Clark gold dollar in seldom seen original packaging. And I left the gift shop with a keychain replica of a Jefferson Indian Peace Medal. Nearly any art or history museum will reward the numismatist, and if you don't find any coins, you'll probably still like the trip. Number 11, sow seeds. Many collectors tell how they got their start with a fascinating circulation find. Those collectible coins in circulation, they get that hum from somewhere. Spending a no-date buffalo nickel or a tattered silver certificate could give someone the joy of finding treasure and might even make a new collector. Even $2 bills or worn Ike dollars can intrigue a non-collector and prompt them to learn more. Information can also be the seed that brings a new member to our collecting fraternity. I leave used coin magazines on the free reading material table at the workers' cafeteria, and other people drop them off in their doctor's waiting rooms. Number 12, visit a local coin store. Another place that you're sure to find at least one person who wants to talk about coins is your local coin shop, like the one that Mike mentioned, Coins Plus. Visit somewhere where you're a regular or try a new store in a different part of the city. The dealers are always happy to talk with collectors, and if you're lucky, you'll find another enthusiast hanging around. I've been to shops where I can't tell who are the employees and who are the customers. Yes, a coin store is a place we go to spend, but the owners won't mind if sometimes you go just to browse or only spend a few dollars on a book or some supplies. Number 13, cash in your change jar. To get those few dollars, consider taking that change jar that we all have over to Coinstar. It seems only right that our pocket change, once you've checked it, of course, should help fund our coin hobby. To avoid the service charge, have Coinstar give you a gift certificate for a grocery store, big box store, gas station, Amazon, or someplace you're already planning on spending money. If you cash in your coins for a gift certificate instead of cash, there's no fee. Then add that amount to that month's coin budget. Of course, you'll have to check your change for interesting collectible coins before they leave your hands. Ooh, I just saw another good idea. I'm writing that down. I'm missing a lot of them, right? So number 14, search rolls. If routine pocket change doesn't give you enough coins to handle, accelerate the process with roll searching, where you buy rolls and boxes of coins from banks and look through them for interesting or valuable pieces. The cash outlay can be small. A box of cents is only $25, for example, and you get most of your money back when you dispose of unneeded coins. Although silver coins or varieties will turn up, see this more as a chance to practice your hobby than as an income source or a business. Web forums and the coin world found in rolls columns, however, are full of stories of errors, foreign coins, a little bit of silver, tokens, and endless other intriguing items. Part C, add a coin show. So we explored ways to stay active in the hobby at little to no cost, first at home, second away from home. Last, how to enjoy a coin show while spending no more than the cost of attending the show itself. You might even leave with more money than you came with. Number 15, window shop. Whether you go to a show with a zero budget or your entire year's budget, one of the best things about a show is that you're in a room full of coins. Even the smallest show will have scarce and intriguing items, while a large show gives the opportunity to see things you've never seen before. Browsing dealer cases or looking through stock boxes lets you view potentially thousands of coins. Provided they're not busy with other customers, most dealers are happy to hand you items from their cases. Maybe you'll come back and buy later. Although it's fun to browse casually, careful observation can show you how each date and mint mark varies, letting you build detailed knowledge of your chosen series. Number 16, view auction lots. When you go to a major coin show with an auction, like Long Beach for those of us here in Southern California, see even more coins by taking advantage of lot viewing. The auctioneer will bring every item for sale, thousands of coins, to a room at the convention center so customers can see potential purchases before deciding to bid. After a few minutes of registration paperwork, they'll gladly give you coin after coin to hold in your hand. With a great deal of counting, checking, and watching, the auctioneer staff will let you examine as many coins as you like for as long as you want. Some dealers go and view every single coin, so don't worry about using the seller's time or asking to see rarities. Lot viewing lets you handle coins you might never otherwise have in your hand. It's always one of the highlights of Long Beach and the World's Fair of Money for me. I like to go through the colonials. You know that section on the front of the red book with all the colonials? You read about them for years and you never see them? You can show up and actually see those things, right? Hey, that's an Albany church penny. I have never actually seen an Albany church penny. Number 7, attend an auction. After you finish viewing lots, you might as well stay for the sale. During the live auction, bidders raise their numbered cards, known as paddles, to signal their willingness to buy. Even more bids will be online and displayed on a large screen as the auctioneer calls out the ever higher numbers. Even if you're not part of the action, a sense of energy fills the air in a live auction as coins sell one after another, faster than one a minute. Each sale is a tiny drama as they pass from the old owner to become a new collector's prized possessions. Number 18, recruit for your club. At a coin show, you are surrounded by potential new members. The recruiting can be formal, such as staffing one of the tables that many show organizers give to clubs, using a little rapport building, making some eye contact and a light conversation. It should be possible to bring a few recruits to the next meeting. Most feel free to invite a few people. Most will decline, but a few might choose to become new club stalwarts. For example, I wear my club name badge at conventions and often get a question or two about my home club. Number 19, network. Of course, there's plenty more business to be done at a show than club business. Oh, I see someone asked about the posters back there. I hoped you'd ask about them. Those are two First World War war bond posters by an artist named Haskell Coffin. Everyone who collects more than one thing. So that's my war bond poster collection back there. Thanks for noticing. Right. Number 19, network. Of course, there's plenty more business to be done at a coin show than club business. As coin sales go increasingly online, coin shows have become venues for socializing and networking as much as for buying and selling. Networking can get a bad name, but it's just socializing with a little business added at the end. If you go to a show, you meet and chat with a few people. Naturally, you'll discuss your collecting interests, selling specialties, or whatever brought you to the show. It's just as natural to exchange contact information in case those needs happen to overlap in the future. When I meet someone face-to-face at a show, it becomes easier for us to do business by email and through the mail later. And the networking doesn't have to be about business. Some of my most important contacts never exchange money, but give great value in attribution, research, and other knowledge. In fact, I see a few of those people are in the chat right now. Number 20, thin your garden. We all have something we want to sell or probably should sell. Think about duplicates, coins that were upgraded, regretted purchases, sets you decide not to complete, or completed sets that you're going to sell now that you met your goal. When you're ready to sell, a coin show is one of the best places to do it. It's the only place where you have a room with multiple buyers gathered for the specific purpose of buying coins. Many will even display signs, flags, and other attention-getting devices proclaiming, "We buy coins." Selling is harder than buying, but it can be just as much of a fun challenge for the collector. The first time that you leave a show with more money than you came with, you feel like you played a game and won. Number 21, ask the expert. We go to shows to sell and buy coins, but one of the best parts of a major show is that many of the greatest names and greatest minds in numismatics gather for a few days in a single room. At a large show, you'll have the opportunity to hear prominent writers, dealers, and others in our field at both formal talks and chance meetings in the aisle. Almost everyone in our hobby remains approachable. Some of those experts are dealers, and provided they aren't busy with other customers, most are happy to give you the benefit of their expertise. A few shows, such as Long Beach, even have designated Ask the Expert events where a top numismatist answers questions or even gives grading opinions. We just heard 21 ways to enjoy numismatics at little cost or even for free. I'm sure you can think of more. Buying coins is fun, but it's possible to pursue this great hobby while leaving your wallet in your pocket. Thanks all. Now I can see all these great comments much better.
That was very good, David. Very cool.
Hey, thanks a lot, Mike.
No, I do appreciate that. If anybody has any questions for David, and feel free, you can add them in the chat there, and we'll be paying attention to those.
Any other ideas for things you can do without spending money on coins?
Yeah, go ahead and explain your giveaway there again and how you're doing that.
Right. So I have this 1 ounce silver round here. I'll give it to whoever who has the best idea number 22. I was mostly talking and not listening or reading. So I saw someone said, prepare a coin club presentation. That's a good one. Another was look through get magazine clippings. I've got Greg says, write an article. Good thing I already brought up that one because that is such a good idea that's worth bringing again.
So yeah, if those of you guys want a chance at that 1 ounce silver from David, go ahead and put in idea number 22 in the chat. It's up to him who wins and him alone. So,
and I heard someone say, what should you do now that some banks are closed? You're right. A lot of them, every day I take a bike ride to get outside in the sunshine and see a little, get some exercise. So I've been checking every bank within 2 or 3 miles of my house. Most of them are still open. A lot are appointment only or have, talk to your kids, make your children and grandchildren look at your coin collection, right? That's a good one.
Set up an eBay store, says Mark. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, who said that?
Mark Baskin.
Oh, Mark. Okay, yeah. Well, he did that very thing.
I like Jay's too. Item number 22. Give Jay Robinson a silver round. That's a good idea.
Okay.
Nice try, Jay.
Gareth Bates. Give waitstaff coins for tips. Okay, I like that. That only costs a little money, and you were going to spend it anyway, so no extra cost, right?
John Duff has a good one. That's a lot of people do that. They
like
check the Coinstar machines for change and coins. That's a good one.
Right. Check Coinstar machines, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I'm writing like crazy.
That one coin collector, he just did the 21 things to do when you don't have money to buy coins, and he's going to give a silver round to whoever comes up with the best number 22. So that's what everybody's guessing.
Give away a few coins. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Steve Sussman's got to go in. Just watch a lot of YouTube videos. There's all kinds of good stuff on here.
I see someone brought up roll searching, so that's always a great idea, right? Ooh, trade with your buddies, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Mikey found a 62 quarter in the Coinstar. Nice.
Go to other kinds of collectible shows. Says Dennis Berry. Yeah, I find that any kind of collectible shows or collectors meeting is worth going to, for example, right? Because the thing they're looking at, we might not be interested in it, but collectors are our people, right? I went to a meeting of a club that collects tiki mugs. If you know what that is, go to a tropical bar, give you your drink in a special glass, and people collect those special glasses. I have no interest whatsoever in this topic, but I went there and said, these are my people. I get along with these people, right?
I like Ed's there too. Ask the local bank teller for unusual coins and trade them.
Yeah, that's related to roll searching. Good one, right? Who said that? Wait a minute. Okay.
Ed Quone was asked to make a friend with the local bank teller and make trades.
Yeah, befriend the bank teller.
Yeah. Hey, David, can you type something in the chat real quick there so I can make you a moderator so then you can put your email in when it's time? Because they won't let you put links unless you're a moderator. So. But yeah, got a lot of Jay. I really like Jay's. That's who I vote for. Item 22. Watch Kittle Coins YouTube videos. Perfect. I think that's probably the winner if I had a vote, but I don't have a vote. It's all up to David Schwager.
That's a great idea. I do. I mean, you should definitely subscribe to that. No question about that.
Very cool. All
You
right.
know what? After all these, so I've taken up enough time. I think I'm going to go with, I think the name was like Guitar Gill or something like that, who said, look through, build a clipping file. That's something I've done before. A friend of mine gave me, I used to collect French coins and currency. A guy gave me a big stack of French coin magazines. I got a whole, I need to learn to read French, unfortunately, so that part didn't go well. But I think Guitar Gill, you're the winner if you're still
Very
there.
cool.
So send me an email, give me your mailing address, and I will pop this this beauty in the.
I think Young Coiner
This
was a
beauty
little
in the
bit
mail.
too. I think Young Coiner was a little too late. That might have won. He says item number 22 is check out David Schwager's Sample Slab book.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You were just a minute too late, Young Coin Hunter.
Oh darn it! Yeah, yeah. Brilliant person, whoever that was. Right.
Absolutely. All right, very cool. Well, again, thank you for that, David. And what we do for our guest speakers usually is as a token of our appreciation, the club gives them one of our recent Silver Coin Club medals. So I will be sending this to you. It's our 2019 Silver Glendale Coin Club medal. So thank you for
well,
that.
many thanks. I appreciate that, Mike.
Very cool. So yeah, maybe you'll even win another one later. I don't know if Don put you in the draw. I think maybe some were ineligible, or maybe just me and Don are ineligible. I don't remember.
That would be just you and I. He is absolutely eligible.
Okay. David still could win another one. Perfect.
Yes.
All right. Well, thanks, Don.
Well, thanks again, David. So the next part of this is we're going to go ahead and do some show and tell. And David, if you have anything you want to do for show and tell, since you're already up here on the screen, if you want to go first, you're welcome to do that. And we just lost Don. Okay. Hopefully you joined.
I've had enough screen time, so I'll let someone else go ahead with the show and tell.
Okay, perfect. And thanks again, David. So, I mean, if you want to stay up here and to answer any other questions that come in, you can feel free to do that. Otherwise, thanks again. Appreciate it.
I'll do that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. So show and tell. I did have some people email some stuff. Mikey, you're one of them. I do have your stuff ready to show. So I guess first up for show and tell, I got an email from our club member, David Hyams. And let me try to get that ready to show you. And I'll take a look at that. And just going to take just a second here to get that up on the screen for us. I got to open that with the right thing. Sorry about that. Let me make that a little bit bigger because that's really tiny. The photo that David Hyams sent in was a real small image, and maybe it was just the way I copied it, so I apologize. The way I've blown it up, it's a little bit blurry. So, and just to mention, if Gordon, if you're listening in here, I see that you're trying to connect to the chat. It says there's no devices connected, so I can't add you. So you've got to enable either a camera or a microphone. If you can see that option to do that, then we can add you to do the show and tell. Otherwise, it's not letting me add you. So if you can hear that, hopefully that helps. I don't know. I'm sorry. All right. So let me share the screen here. See if that works. I'll make that full screen. So this is going to be David Hyams' show and tell. So he's showing this here in memory of our Coin Club member, Glenn Franks, who recently passed away. He offers the following item, which he recently acquired. Included in a lot of 22 Civil War tokens was this small medal that took him some time to attribute. It was struck in 1882 by the U.S. Mint. It's a silver medal that honors the first two presidents who were assassinated. Abraham Lincoln, president from March 4th, 1861 until April 14th, 1865. And the other side of the medal, I hope this works, right there. Hopefully you're all seeing that, is James Garfield. He was president from March 1881 until September 19th, 1881. This medal measures 19 millimeter in diameter and was struck in gold, 297 minted, and in silver. I'm just getting a buzz there. Maybe that's someone trying to connect. And in silver, there was 2,200. All right. The designer is attributed to William Barber. However, it's likely that he only designed this first side of Lincoln's portrait because William Barber passed away in 1879, which was 2 years before Garfield here was even elected. So that's his show and tell. And I guess if anybody has any questions about it, David Hyams is in the chat. You can feel free to ask him. All right. So let me unshare that part of the screen there. Perfect. And then next up for show and tell, I got myself I'll do a show and tell here. We're gonna go here. All right, my show and tell item is when silver went down to about $12 per ounce for briefly, at least the spot prices, about a week or what was that? 2 weeks ago, maybe, or maybe it was even 3 weeks. I can't even keep track of time anymore, being home all day and on this lockdown. But I went on to APMEX's website right away, like when I saw silver prices crash, and I tried to buy a few things before they raised their premiums, and I was able to get a couple things. And one of the things I got was this one right here. It's the 2020 American Samoa National Park 5-ounce silver quarter. American the Beautiful. Got that. Had to mute Don there. Sorry. Had to mute you, Don. I'll get you back. So yeah, this is just a really cool design. And when you get them on these 5-ounce America the Beautiful quarters, they're just so much more detailed. And I was able to get 5 of them. I mean, I probably should have bought a lot more of them at the time because the price is just so cheap compared to what they're going for now. But I mean, when prices dropped that much, I had no idea if they were going down to $10 or down to $8 or whatever. So I didn't want to go too crazy on it. So I got that. And then the other part of my show and tell, since we're talking about 5-ounce quarter, I got another one here. This is the Glacier National Park. And I got this Mexican Dos Peso gold coin. And if you've seen in the chat, Nightbot, the bot for the chat's been putting a link to my 2,000 subscriber YouTube giveaway. If you check out that link or just check out my channel and find that video and leave a comment on it, you'll have a chance to win these. I'm giving these away because I won these from another channel on YouTube, the Jeeping John 1976 channel, and just kind of paying it forward. So very cool. And the reason I'm giving these away, if you watch that video, is these two are about equal in value right now. This illustrates how off the gold-silver ratio is. This silver 5-ounce compared to this Dos Peso, this is about 104 times heavier right now based on weight. And based on size, it's well over that. And it just shows that's about equal value. That's how different gold and silver are right now. So that's my show and tell there. Next up, I had John Duff send in some stuff for show and tell. Let me bring that up onto the screen, and then I'll read that to you all. Let me do that. So there's his item. And again, John Duff is in chat too. I believe it's John Sherman Duff Jr. is his name. So if you have any questions on this item, you can feel free to ask him on that. Hold on, I'm just getting some. Well, that's Judy Henry trying to. She's a member of our chat. They don't have a Google account. We can't get in the chat. Can I help? We're watching. I can't really. If you're listening right now, Judy, I can't right now at least. Sorry about that. So anyway, this piece right here is a 1766 attachment of goods for debt signed by Hunking Wentworth, clerk of the Common Court of Pleas, and also brother of New Hampshire Colonial Governor Benning Wentworth. The person who filed the complaint was John Sullivan, who in 8 years would lead the first overt action of the American Revolution when local citizens marched on the British Fort William and Mary and hid all of the weapons and ammunition. Sullivan would become a general in the Continental Army. So here's this, what that is. I mean, I can try to zoom in a little bit on here just to show that. Just a really cool old document there from George III. I don't know if John Duff's in chat, if he wants to say anything else about this. I just read what he said, and just a really cool old document, and then I'll show the other side of it he sent along. And there's the other side of it right there. Just the handwriting there, and just a document from 1766. Really cool. Very, very nice. Thanks for sending that in, John Duff. All right, next up for show and tell is going to be Don Barry, and I'll unmute him now.
Yeah, there we go. Sorry about making all the noise, everybody. All right, so just like Mike, I've got actually a 750 subscriber giveaway coming up for my YouTube channel, and I'm giving away a Hawaiian quarter, 1883. 500,000 of these only were minted, so we'll be giving that away on the channel on a live stream after we get there. But it's just a really nice example of the 1883 Hawaiian quarter. That's it for me.
That's it?
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. Next up, I'm just going to see if there's anybody else been joining in here. I don't see anybody else joining in right now. So I'll go on. There was one more sent in to me by Archaeology Mikey 007. Let me bring that up. And if there's anyone else that's a club member or anybody else here in chat that I know and that I'll know your email when it comes in, if you have a show and tell you want to do real quick, go ahead and quickly send me an email and I can get you this link. But you'd have to just be short for a minute or two. But I'm going to have to know you. If I just get some random, I'm going to have to know your email address too, because I can't just be posting the link in chat, because we know what happens when that happens. So, all right, let me bring up Mikey's here. All right, there we go. So this is sent in by Archaeology Mikey. It's a 1989 Philadelphia Roosevelt dime. Let me zoom in on this just a little bit, maybe even more. How about that? And he thinks this might be a Clash die, and he wanted our opinions on it. He just doesn't know what he says. He found it 5 months ago, thinks it's a mint air. I mean, maybe SoCal Box Breaks. Don, maybe you have an opinion on this one. I don't think it's a Clash die. I don't know what it is, though. I'm sorry. I don't. I might have had you muted again. I didn't.
No. I muted me.
Okay.
I don't know what it would be. Honestly, it's kind of odd.
Side too. And if anybody, the other side looks pretty normal.
I was gonna say it almost looks like maybe a double struck, but like it was struck twice and it slightly rotated in the collar.
Yeah, I'm pretty far from an expert on error coins, so I'm not the one to, give you a real answer on that one. But
and they're always a lot better to see in person. It's a lot easier to tell what the issue might be.
Yeah, so I would go ahead and if anybody on chat has anything, Archaeology Mikey's in here, let him know what your thoughts on this are. Jay Robinson says maybe lamination, coins for amateurs, definitely says not a Clash either. Jay said maybe acid. Yeah, it looks like you're getting some different thoughts there, Mikey, but I don't know what it is. I just know that isn't a Clash. A Clash would have to match up to the image on the exact other side, and that doesn't. And my first thought always when I see something like this is just assume it's damage until you have a better explanation. That's what I've always heard when I've heard about error coins. So other than that, I don't know. So I don't know if we answered you there, Mikey, but hopefully you get some comments or some feedback from some of the others. So has everybody recently typed something in the chat? And Don, do you think you got everybody's raffle tickets ready to go?
I do. I think I've basically got everybody.
Okay, if you have not yet talked in chat at all and want to be in on the raffle to try to win some of these prizes right here, some of our Coin Club medals from Dan Carr, make sure Don has your name. If you're not sure, you can type something in there and he'll tell you, yeah, you probably did, or if he doesn't, then he'll put the ticket in for you. So again, if let's see here, anybody else? I don't see anybody else joining from the link that we sent out earlier. I know I'm getting some text messages. I just can't really go through that right now. I mean, sorry about that, but just had to arrange this kind of stuff in advance, just the way this works. I mean, can't really do that now. What I'm going to do while Don's writing down some more of the, some more of the raffle tickets is I want to show you a little bit on these Coin Club medals real quick, just to show you. Daniel Carr of the Moonlight Mint, we talked about, made those. And let me share my screen again. This here is from Daniel Carr's website, the Moonlight Mint, and he's got our Coin Club medals listed on here. So we started doing Coin Club medals in 2014 through him. The first year was here. We did the California Bear design from the $50, the 1925 California Diamond Jubilee. And on the back, it was our 55th anniversary, so we did a 55 over 55, like from the Lincoln set, the 55 double die. So it was really cool. And that year we did 300 in copper, 200 in silver, and 9 of them in pure gold. And then in 2015, our buddy in here in chat, Jay Robinson, helped come up with this design. We've used the same bear design each year to basically save money on new dies. But this was our reverse design. It's the $5 gold coin from the Pacific Company, a real famous territorial gold that's I think one in AU 58 recently sold for like $750,000. So we use that design, and all the mintages are on here on the website and everything. I'm getting some emails there. I'll have to check those later. 2016, we used the California state seal from an old so-called dollar. 2017, we did some overstrikes, and then here's our 2019 medal. We don't have a 2018 listed because we didn't do one, but if you look here in this listing, number 1 there, these copper ones, There's 125 minted, are broad struck on the copper Zombucks, the 2018 Zombucks design. So that was what we consider our 2018 Coin Club medal. So there we go. So we do have medals from 2014 through 2019. Tonight we're going to give away a couple 2018 coppers, a couple 2019 coppers, and a 2019 silver. The same one David Schwager just is getting because of the presentation he did for us. So let me stop sharing that. And Don, if you have anything else to say or want to talk about any or try to get anything else, Lady Kid Nickel says, how do we be cool enough to get one of those? Oh, for anybody that wants these Coin Club, if you don't win these, I know there's a couple of our club members that do sell these on eBay from time to time. And if that doesn't, I mean, I'm one of those. Or just reach out to me and I can help you get those. But I don't want to like say I'm the only one you can get these from, because there are a lot of Coin Club medals that we only sell these at Coin Club meetings by pre-order only. We don't really keep an inventory for sale after that, and they always go up in value afterwards, pretty much. But I don't want to just say you have to buy them from me, because I know there's a lot of other Coin Club members that want you to buy from them too that are on eBay. So hope that answers that question. How many tickets you think we use up today, Don? How many do we get in there?
I think I'm walking over there now. Sorry. I think around 80.
Okay, I'm going to try bringing up an email, because I saw that Mark Baskin said something in chat. They did send an email for show and tell. I'm going to see if I can try to get that up there. Okay, yeah, let me try to get this picture up there. Hold on, desktop. I'm just trying to do this. Oh, sorry. See if that works. And all right, let me share my screen again. And this right here, there's a link and token right here. Well, this is a book that he has. It's the Medals of the U.S. Mint by Julian for the first half of it. It's the 1792 to 1892. This is a really good book, and I know I've tried to buy this book before. I know it's not cheap. It's a pretty expensive book. It goes over all the medals that the U.S. Mint did back then, and says it has that medal in there from that date that was David Show and Tell, the Lincoln and Garfield medal. And remember, if you have for books out there, while we're speaking about books, there are rare books out there that you want to buy and that are real expensive and whatnot, join the ANA, because the ANA library has all these books. That's anytime I need to look at that Julian reference that Mark just sent that photo of. I don't have one of those, but I just borrow it from the ANA library. If you're a member of the American Numismatic Association, all you got to do is pay for shipping both ways, and it's the library book rate. It's not that expensive, especially if you get several books at once. Or if you know there's just one image you need or one page you need from the book, the librarians will just photocopy that page and email it to you or mail it to you. And there's hardly any charge to that. I don't even think they charge you if it's just a page or two. So it's definitely a great perk of membership. David Schwager in chat right there says joining the ANA is worth it just for the library. I agree with that. Another thing a lot of people say is it's worth it just for getting the Numismatist magazine. So there's a lot of reasons. I say it's also worth it because then you can get insurance through Hugh Wood on your coin collection. It's way cheaper coin insurance than going through your local insurance. There's several, and you can submit to NGC. You're a member of NGC, basically, if you're a member of ANA. There's so many reasons to be the member of the ANA that all of you guys should get. American Numismatic Association, Lady Kid Nichols, ANA. Their website, I'll just type it in real quick. Money.org. It's our national coin club. I think all of you should be members. Anybody who likes coin collecting should be a member. And if you need help getting a membership, reach out to me. Through the clubs, we can get a slight discount probably on your first year if you haven't been a member recently. So with that, if there's anybody else that has any questions or anything, now would be the time, or any other announcements or comments. Other than that, I think it's time for Don probably to pick some winners. I think he's mixed them up enough.
All right. If you say so, El Presidente. All right, so I'll just draw one, mix it again, draw another, so it lasts more than just 10 seconds. I am looking away. You all get to see.
So this one's going to be for what is it, Don? I'm sorry? One of the 2018 Barber?
Yeah, you're putting the order together. I'm just putting in who gets them.
Okay, so again, what this is our 2018 Coin Club medal, and it's an overstrike of one of these. So is that the winner right there?
That's the first ticket. Yep.
Looks like Guitar Guild. Didn't he just win the David Schwager too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
So it's Guitar Guild 1. Okay.
Yep.
Congratulations. Don't go too fast. Let me type that in there just so it's there in case you're not watching right this second. Put that in. Hey, Gav Zero, thanks for coming in. Richard says it's the one with tape on it. Pick that one.
No, it's not yours, Richard. That's the one we're not picking. Yes.
All right, the next one is going to be for another one of our 2018 Club Overstrikes by Daniel Carr of the Moonlight Mint.
Yep.
Very collectible. And the winner
is Greg Allen.
Greg Allen. Let me write that down. And if you are a winner tonight, you need to send me an email and then with your address, and we can get that out to you. Greg Allen, congratulations. Next up is going to be for one of our 2019 Glendale medals by Dan Carr. And this is the one with the Pacific Railway reverse. This was from the original 1869 medal from the U.S. Mint. And Dan Carr did a really good job recreating it for the 150th anniversary last year. So,
okay.
And the winner
is Peter Cockentail. I believe that's how it is.
All right, let me tag him in chat there. Peter, congratulations. Very, very cool. And then we got another one of those. We got another one of those copper 2019 Dan Carr Glendale Coin Club medals.
And this one goes to Mr. Gordon O'Rourke.
Jordan?
He was watching earlier, so I know he's there.
Yeah. It's actually telling me in StreamYards right now that he's in here with us.
Okay.
He just doesn't have a microphone or anything connected, so I know he's here. But congratulations.
Okay.
Congratulations. That is Richard and Clarence's table. You guys are winning.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I don't know what they're talking about. They always have it sitting at a table at our coin club meetings, and they always win a lot of the raffle prizes, and they have fun with that. So congratulations, Gordon. And the last prize tonight is our 2019 Glendale Coin Club medal by Daniel Carr and the Moonlight Mint in 1 ounce pure silver. Amazing. Beautiful coin. And it's marked on the edge, 1 ounce, 999 silver. It's really great piece. And who won it, Don?
Vern Lapointe.
Vern Lapointe? He didn't win, did he? Okay. Congratulations, yeah. Vern. I'm just let me write that down. Vern Lapointe. Perfect. Well, congratulations. Don, do you have anything else to share with anybody or any other comments?
No, just stay home, stay safe, and we'll do this again if we can't all get together.
Yeah, I think so. I definitely, for all you guys watching, if you're watching this later on recording, you can leave comments to the video below too. Club members, feel free to send me and Don emails. Really like your feedback if you think this worked out. I personally don't think we'll be able to meet for by the second Friday in May. I just don't think the public libraries will have their meeting rooms open. So if you think this works out, maybe we can try this again. I know that we didn't have too many show and tells tonight. Hopefully, if you guys, I know I was getting some emails and stuff and my phone buzzing during this. I can't do it right here at the moment. We got to do this stuff in advance. If you want to come up onto the screen, we can arrange that in advance. Or if you want to send me an email to show stuff, there you go. So look at that. Richard says another $5, a total of $20 from Ram Coin. That's great, Richard. We'll definitely do that. Really appreciate that donation. Again, I want to thank everybody for coming. And you know what? I did see a lot of club members here. It's great that we could get together this way. And not only that, we have 80 people in here or something like that, 82 people. So we've never had a meeting with that many people. So we got people from all over the country and some people probably from all over outside of the U.S. even too. So I don't really have anything else much to say. I'm going to go ahead and probably close this down. But I want to thank you guys all and everybody stay safe. And I guess until the next one. So thanks again, everybody.